I know Zach's is probably a little bit more raw than the other two that we've named, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen the Matt Turner experiment happen, and I don't know if I'm ready to have us be dashed again in the World Cup just because of Matt Turner's inability to stop a ball.
The men ended up taking care of Guatemala 2-1. Pride of Sunnyvale, Diego Luna scores twice in 15 minutes. We talked about it last week. Did he just get a lucky break, or was the seal broken? Turns out the seal was broken, man. 2 goals, right?
Yeah.
So he's climbing up the depth chart. He's at this point, unless something really bad happens, I think he's locked in a spot on the World Cup team. With his performance in this tournament.
I always thought he was going to make it, man. I mean,
yeah, he was like a 24, 25, 26 guy. Now he's pushing for maybe a starter. I think he's a borderline starter for when all these other big boys that missed come back. Like, I think some of those guys should be like wondering if they're actually going to be starters. Like, I think Diego Luna maybe pushed 1 or 2 of them out.
Right.
It's possible at this point. So that's good. Mexico ended up beating Honduras. So that meant USA versus Mexico on Sunday. So here's how that game went down. In the 4th minute, Chris Richards gets a goal. Sebastian Berhalter delivers a set piece. Richards delivers the aggressive header that hits off the crossbar, spins, bounces down, and goes in. Okay. Raúl Jiménez for Mexico in the 27th minute, he roofs it from about 9 yards out. Slight deflection off of Tim Ream's shin, and we're tied. And then in the celly, he adds in the Diogo Jota jersey tribute for his former teammate at Wolverhampton after the goal. Very lovely little tribute. It was
if people don't know about this, unfortunately, he passed away in a horrific car accident with his brother not too long ago here. I think a couple of weeks ago.
This past week. Yeah. Actually, it was just last week. We didn't even.
Yeah.
In the 66th minute, 67th minute, Mexico, there was a handball in the box.
I didn't see it.
Should have been called. Absolutely should have been called.
Nobody saw it. It didn't happen.
But it was not called. They didn't even bother going to VAR for it.
Such BS, man.
It was the dude puts his hand directly on the ball and no call. Should have been a penalty for USA, but Pochettino implied post-match that the referee was maybe influenced by the heavily pro-Mexico crowd to not give that call. I think maybe a little bit. 10 minutes later, Edson Álvarez gets the go-ahead and winning goal for Mexico. It was a set piece from the left side sent into the box. Vasquez puts the ball into the center of the box. Álvarez finishes with a header that was barely held onside by Freeman's leg. Also on the play, Chris Richards was blocked maybe by Montez from an offside position as well a little bit. Pochettino kind of argues that case as well a little bit.
Poch didn't hold back at all, by the way.
That one you can make the argument for and against a little bit. That one I'm a little less.
Well, the penalty that led to that free kick was BS too.
Yeah. The penalty was a little bit. I didn't love that penalty call as well. I mean, it was kind of a rough game for the referee. The handball was truly egregious. That's one. If the U.S. converts on that penalty, then they're up 2-1. Even if everything else plays out the same, you're talking 2-2, and then you're going to extra time. Who knows what happens there? But as it stands, Mexico ends up getting the win 2-1. That's their 2nd consecutive and their 10th overall Gold Cup. So Gold Cup takeaways, something that we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. USA needed to get to at least the final to be able to make any case to have any hope whatsoever, right? So in that sense, mission accomplished, right? This was the the B-C team is what a lot of people
I'd say that's the other victory, right? If you're gonna pick at straws at victories here.
Right. Yeah. So when you look at the performance on the field, a lot of these games, the team was kind of uninspiring. They held possession a lot against a lot of these lesser teams, but I mean, a lot of 1-goal games, a lot of 1-goal wins. You go to the penalties against Costa Rica. You should have probably won that one a little more handily, but you didn't. I mean, so the World Cup is less than a year away. It's just like kind of uninspiring for overall, I think. That being said, when you zoom out, when you see that the top tier talent was not there, you had 7 or 8 guys that, are almost certainly going to be on this team. They weren't there. And then you have guys that like Diego Luna, we talked about, Malik Tillman, Chris Richards, Alex Freeman, I think did well for himself as well in this tournament. Those guys are like pretty much locked up their spots on the World Cup team, I think. Possible starters as well, so that's good for them as well. If they had, found a way to actually win this thing, then Poch could have turned around to those guys that missed and said, see, I could have done this without you guys. And that could have been a real, turn the culture around thing moment for him. But unfortunately,
it just feels like the Gold Cup is just an evaluation of MLS talent every year.
That's what it feels like right now. And it's unfortunate because this is the last chance. This was the last soccer that matters for the men's side, they're until the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to qualify. They're hosting. They're automatically in. You don't have to all these, games that they're going to play, like in September, they got some more games that are coming up. Those games aren't going to actually matter. It's just a chance to give some of the guys that are going to be competing for the 24th, 25th, 26th spots. You're trying to fill out the back end of the roster and then see if some of the guys near the top end, you're trying to find who's going to mesh well best. You're trying to find out who's going to work well as a starting unit cohesively. And then who's going to be your third goalie, but that's the stuff you're trying to find out. The goalie, Freese. I think he,
I think he took it.
I think he's the leader in the clubhouse. I don't think he took it. I think he took the lead. I think he could still lose the starting job, but I think he put himself in position to be the starter. He's there right now. I don't think he's done enough to secure it, locked it in, but I think he's definitely he did well for himself, I think, in this tournament. So
I just no offense to Matt Turner, it's just I don't feel like he's the guy anymore. I don't
he's
feel
not
like
playing.
I know.
If he's not yeah, he's playing it he's on a team in England, in the Premier. Wait, or did they get sent down to the
with
championship?
Tottenham, I believe now. He moved from a different.
He got moved. He got moved to Tottenham. So if he ends up playing at Tottenham fairly regularly, then he might be able to take that the starting job back. Because Tottenham, especially if Tottenham ends up being
I'm sorry, because people come down my road whenever I say the wrong thing. He went to Crystal Palace. I'm sorry,
he went to Crystal Palace. Okay. So I mean, Crystal Palace actually
championship
did pretty well for themselves last year, actually. So I mean, if Crystal Palace does fairly well for themselves again next year, this coming season, he could find himself, being the starter again in the World Cup. But Freese right now, I think, is the leader in the clubhouse. So there we go.
I just think Freese and Zach Steffen. I know Zach's is probably a little bit more raw than the other two that we've named, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen the Matt Turner experiment happen, and I don't know if I'm ready to have us be dashed again in the World Cup just because of Matt Turner's inability to stop a ball. You know what I mean? In the biggest of moments.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely I'm more willing and ready and willing to give Freese the opportunity, and he acquainted himself well in this tournament. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm ready to see him get the